What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Romancing SaGa Minstrel Song Remastered. So I'm here in Altors, and I have over 20,000 gold. Now, if you come here, I've already done this, but if you come here, talk to this guy.
We have a wide array. Thank you. And do
He'll mention that the ice sword is sold out or something like that. And so you will not be able to buy the ice sword unless it won't say that if your event rank is lower than a certain amount. You can actually buy the sword if your event rank is low enough. But if your event rank is past that point where you can buy it, someone else will buy it, known as Galahad. And so at this point, since our event rank is max, we can't buy the sword. It's already been bought by Galahad. Oops, sorry about that. That was really loud. Okay, anyway, after you talk to the shopkeeper and he says that the ice sword is sold out, you talk to this lady here.
I believe a paladin named Galahad bought the ice sword.
Okay. Yep. The quest list entry, the ice sword, has been updated. Galahad is believed to have purchased the ice sword. Okay. So now we can find Galahad. I think we have to leave and come back. And then he'll be like right over here. But yeah, if you have a low enough event rank, you can buy the ice sword. If your event rank's too high, Galahad will buy it. You do have to go to the shop of over 20,000 gold though. Which we do have. I have 24,000. And I'm about to spend that money right now that that's already triggered and everything. We're going to buy, let's see here.
May I help you?
Yep, we're going to buy 4 Guardian Rings. These have improved defense over the Rings of Protection. And they're also strong against status elements, so... So we're going to get 4 of those. And we're going to get rid of the Rings of Protections for those Guardian Rings. In my opinion, I think that the Guardian Rings are better. Because of the increased defense over the Rings of Protection.
Hey.
I don't really care too much about the protection. I don't really care about the strong against status elements part. It's just the added bonus. All I really cared about was the increased defense. Anyway, we can go to Altors now. And look at that beautiful sword. I would hate if it was taken from you. Alright, but let's not do that. I just was saying that as like a joke. Let's actually remove someone from the party. I think Galahad... Oh, crap. I just realized something. If we talk to the minstrel, we're going to be... It's going to trigger the final quest. I guess we go ahead and do it, right?
Must beware, the return of Sarawin is near.
But yeah, this is the... To unlock the final quest.
I fear the world may come.
We don't have to do it right now, though, but we're unlocking it right now. Come to an end. It ain't gonna happen.
Sarawin may be a wicked god, but he is mighty. I believe you will need special preparation before facing him. I don't know if it will help you, but I have a tale to tell. Did you know the great warrior Mirza was not born a hero? He had to triumph in many battles, and slowly earn people's trust long before anyone thought of him as a hero. Then the gods finally chose him to face Saruin, once and for all. They invited him to a place on the steppes of Galesa, called the Sun's Altar. The altar led to the land where the Trials of Elore were awaiting him. Mirsa completed the trials splendidly, and thereafter known as the Silver Warrior, boldly went forth to face Saruin in battle. Mirsa and his comrades heroically fought Saruin and banished him from this world. But their strength was utterly spent. Elore guided their spirits to the heavens. And Mirsa, the Silver Warrior, and his 4 comrades became stars shining in the night.
Now accessible, Trials of Elore. So that's how you get to there. I didn't remember when we did the Soul Glitter quest. We went to the Sun Altar, and I was like, "What is the point in this place?" And then I had forgotten. That's how you get to the Trials of Elore.
I've heard about a place called the Sun's Altar, out on the steppes of Galesa.
Yep. So we unlocked the final quest. If we do this, we'll be able to get to where we can fight get to an area, which will be the final dungeon, and then you fight Saruin, obviously, and then you beat the game. We want to dismiss some from the group here. We want to dismiss Galahad for now, because I can get him back pretty easily.
Shall I?
But yeah, we're not going to do the final quest anytime soon because we have a bunch more quests to do. Once we complete all the other quests, then we'll go and do that. So that'll be I want to say about probably like 8 more episodes or so, something around there. I'll give an estimate of around 5 to 8 episodes. Now, technically, we could go ahead and do the Trials of Elore because we can get a really good weapon for Albert if we complete it. It's like, I think, the ultimate foil, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And even after you beat the Trials of Elore, you can still you don't go immediately to fight Saruin. You still have to actually go to the area where Saruin's at. I'm not going to spoil that yet. Or what area that is. But we'll eventually get to that point. But you can go to the Trials of Elore. You can go to a particular area. You go fight Saruin, and then the game's over. And we could do that now. We could do the Trials of Elore now. Get that out of the way. But I'm actually going to save that until later. I know I can get that really good weapon, but I don't really need it. So I'm not really too concerned about that. Right now, anyway. I will eventually do the Trials of Elore. You have to do it. That's the only quest you really have to do, if you think about it, is the final quest. It's the only one you have to really complete, right? I don't think there's any other quest in the game where you have to complete. Off the top of my head, there might be some, but I'm not sure. Anyway, let's talk to Galahad here.
I am Galahad. May I be of service?
Yes, I heard that you purchased the ice sword.
Yes, I've had my eye on it for quite some time. Now I'll be able to fulfill my divine mission.
Alright, so if you choose to grab it from his gallant hands, you will have to fight him, and you will actually kill him. Like, legit. And it'll increase your favor with Sorrowing by 100. Or, if you had him in the party at any point in the game, like, if he was a party member at one point, and you released him from your party, you'll actually get 200 points with Sorrowing. Now, I'm not doing that in this playthrough, but in a future playthrough I will. Because getting favor with Sorrowing is one of the paths to get to a character known as Death. And Death is a boss battle. You can actually fight Death. And I've never beat Death ever in any of my playthroughs. I beat this game with all 8 characters, but I never beat Death. I fought him one time, and I could not beat him. I tried my best, and I just could not beat him. Now, obviously, I will eventually beat him. Playing the game this time, I will beat him, obviously. I just couldn't beat him when I was younger or whatever. Anyway, let's go ahead and explain the situation in Galahad.
We must first determine whether Pyrex means to do harm to us or anyone else.
And there we go. Galahad joins the party. And you obtain the ice sword for free. Now Galahad, I'll be honest, he's a pretty good character. He's got a lot of strength, vitality, and compassion. But we're not going to keep him around, obviously. We've already put too much stock into Galahad. That we're not going to keep Galahad around.
Shall I play?
Dang it, stop. Sorry, Galahad.
Shall I?
Now, if you want to just keep the ice sword, you can. You don't have to go give it to Pyrex. Because Pyrex is the one who wants the ice sword, right? The ice sword helps channel aerological spells. Strong against fire. Decreases intellect. By quite a lot, as you can tell. It decreases by 19. Which is a pretty significant decrease in intellect. So, it helps you channel the aerological spells, but it makes the aerological spells do less damage. So, not the greatest. But you can tell it has 35 power, which is pretty strong. So, it's not a bad two-handed sword. So, if you don't want to give it to Pyrex, feel free to just keep it, you know? Like, there's no reason why you have to give it to Pyrex if you don't want to. Like, that's the beauty of this game. Like, you could do whatever you want. You do whatever you want in this game. Where's mine at? Oh, I need to get Galahad back. Oops. I was wondering what happened with mine, but we have to go get Galahad. My bad. Crap. Gotta get him to show up. We're gonna have to leave and come back. You recruit Galahad in North Point. It's not there though. I think if I keep going back to Uso and North Point, he'll eventually show up. I think. Hopefully, anyway. I mean, I know he will. Is there any other spots you can recruit him? Maybe in a Wapu or Gadongo, maybe? Not really sure. I've always recruited him in North Point. But I'm not sure if there's any other spots you can recruit him. Get out of the way, dude. Yeah, I don't think you recruit him here. So yeah, guys, after we complete all the quests, we'll eventually beat Sarween and all that, and I really hope he shows back up. I'm starting to get a little bit concerned here. There he is. Okay. So we got him back. Thankfully. Alright, so let's head to Mount Tamae. I already got, well, I gotta put mining on. And then we'll head over there. We'll get rid of disarm traps.
What do you want?
We have some spare jewels. I guess I could get yeah, what I could do is I can get mine and find ore for like Albert.
What do you want?
And then I can raise his search and gathering. This will give us more proficiency uses. Watch. See, now we're up to 31 with that now. And I can do the same thing for the other characters too. Watch. Find ore. Mine. I could have did this a lot sooner too, but I decided not to. I might as well do this though, because it doesn't. Get everybody at least up to level 2. It's not really worth it at the beginning because it's a lot of money and everything, so. It's a lot of jewels as well. It's a lot of wasted jewels. But it'll increase the amount of proficiencies that you have. See, now we're up to a whopping 43 proficiency, so that'll give us more than enough to get through Mount Tamae. We'll be able to get all the ore too. Alright, Mount Tamae. We gotta go through the plains first though. Wonder if we could take the shortcut. Since we've already been... Yeah, we can. Okay. Well, I do need to get the fire spirit. Yeah, I think I'll go get the fire spirit. Because we need to get that for the Fairy Grove quest. Remember, we got the Fairy Fairies Grove quest. So we're gonna have to go back here. I think it's right over here actually. Yep, there it is. We got the fire spirit. Alright, let's go see Pyrex then. Now if you have a lot of favor with Sarween, so I'll just explain this because it's like if you have a lot of, if you're on like another playthrough or whatever, and like I think you have to be on like the second or third playthrough or something like that. I don't know how it works exactly, but you'll come here sometimes and you'll find like a evil Pyrex, and you'll actually have to battle him. I'm not sure exactly how it works. I just know that there's like an evil version of Pyrex, and if you have enough favor with Sarween, I believe you'll be sent to an area where you can eventually get to Death, and then you can fight Death and all that. It's been so long, I don't really remember exactly how it works, so I'm probably explaining it all wrong, but it's something like that anyway. I know you gotta fight Pyrex, and the evil Pyrex, and then you can get past where he's at, and it leads to Death. That's all I know. I don't really remember all the details and everything, but that's the best I can explain off the top of my head from what I remember. So don't quote me on anything I just said, but that's what I remember anyway. We don't have to worry about finding evil Pyrex now because we're on the first playthrough, so evil Pyrex will not be here. But I just felt like I would warn you guys because I remember on like my third playthrough I went here, right? And I just wanted to talk to Pyrex. I wanted to, you know, give him the ice sword, I think it was. And he was evil, and I had to actually fight him. And I wasn't really expecting that, you know. Like I didn't expect to fight him. I just wanted to give him the ice sword and be done with it, you know. But he was evil, and I had to battle him. Now I'm not sure why that happened. It might have been because I was on multiple playthroughs, or I had a lot of favor with Sarween, and he became evil because of my favor with Sarween. I'm not sure how it worked. But anyway, let's just go in here and talk to him. He shouldn't be evil.
Please, make yourself at home.
There you go. There's your ice sword, buddy. Stick it where the sun don't shine. Nah, I'm kidding. Best not to tell an elemental lord that.
I will give you something for your efforts. Take this.
There we go. We get the Ignigard. And you get some jewels as well. 260 jewels. Heck yeah. Okay, we're not done yet, because if we go talk to him again, we'll unlock another quest.
Welcome back. Please, make yourself at home. Botanical monsters are in decline on the plains. This is not good for the monsters in my charge. I ask that you increase the number of botanical
Alright, so we gotta increase the
monsters.
number of botanical monsters.
That might prove a formidable task.
This is not impossible for the brave.
Okay, plant ecology. Now this quest has been updated in this particular game. In the remaster. See there right there? Plants are 10th. It shows you the ranking of the monsters in the area. The type of monsters. Yeah, see? So we got to make plants number 1. And then we go back to Pyrex and we complete the quest. Now what I do is I just defeat every other enemy, right? But you want to defeat the enemy type that eats plants or whatever. I don't know which one it is. This game has like a whole food chain or whatever. It's weird. Like certain monsters eat other monsters or whatever. It's very strange. Oh crap. Oh! Well, we're fighting a dinosaur then, guys. Well, it's boss time. I wasn't expecting to fight this thing, but I ran into one by accident. We could beat it, though. We're strong enough to beat him now. Alright, it's boss time against Dinosaur. So this boss just has like a lot of hit points. They do a lot of damage too, but I'm not really too concerned about its damage really. They don't do that much to really worry about it at our current stats. Now if you have low stats, then you're obviously going to die against this thing. I would consider this a late game enemy, so I wouldn't fight these things like until the late game. But that's just me. You can probably battle these things in the mid game though and be okay, but I wouldn't really do that. I always fight them towards the end of the game. They have a lot of hit points. There we go, we got them. Got one of them anyway. There's a bunch of them on the plains. You can keep battling them if you want to. But I'm not really too concerned. I'm only going to battle one for now. I might battle more later if I want to, but I'm probably not going to battle too many of them, honestly. There you go, fight these stupid enemies. She got put unconscious. I didn't know their slap could make you unconscious. Wow. I didn't know that could happen. Yeah, it's a nice change to the ecology quest, because the ecology quest is kind of a pain in the PS2 version. It wasn't that bad. People act like it was like the worst quest ever, but it wasn't that bad. Like all you gotta do is just not kill plants and just kill every other enemy. And they'll eventually get number 1. Just kill all the enemies except for plants. It's that simple. And people act like it was like so hard or whatever.
Hello.
And it wasn't really hard at all. Pretty easy, honestly.
How can I help you?
We'll come back and do that later, though. We have the Igniguard now. I could show that off. It's a headpiece. A helm imbued the power of Pyrex, extremely strong against fire. So if you want protection against fire, that's the way to go. Which I guess would be good against the red dragon and Ifrit, I guess. Other than that, not really all that useful. Anyway, at this point, we can go give the Ignite Guard to Avi. And I'll come back and do the ecology quest later. Right now we're going to go to the, well, in the next episode we're going to go to Avi and give him the Ignite Guard. So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. Later.